Hey everyone, Ray the Dash and Womble here. Alright, hope everyone's had a great Friday. Hopefully all the Dashers, etc. have done really well. Had a great Friday night, or Friday in general. I actually did get out a bit earlier today. Only a little bit. I had yet another bad night of trying to sleep, so kind of went over a little bit, but I did want to get started a bit earlier. But when I did get out there, it didn't seem. I switched Doordash on, and I switched it on for Dash along the way, so didn't get anything that was that. There was some silly flipping stuff that came through, so didn't really bother with that. Ended up going to have some dinner first of all. Went over to the Mint, actually. It's actually pretty reasonable price there. It's actually pretty good. I mean, they give quite a bit of flipping food. I couldn't eat it all. There was no way I could eat all that. However, my wife decided to order an appetizer. But anyway, but I'm still trying to get my system back to working how it should, rather than which is proving to be a pain. But anyway, but the food is real good at the Mint. If you're familiar with Lee Summit area, the Mint sushi, they obviously do sushi, but I rather my food is cooked. So I actually had the hibachi vegetable, so did my wife actually, and they give you soup with that as well, the onion soup, which is absolutely lovely. Just drink that stuff. Actually, I've drunk that stuff. I've been in there before now and bought a cup of it. Drank that down. But yeah, it was way too much food for me. But it was nice to have some vegetables for a change. And anyway, but later on, I got out of there and I mean, it was blazing bloody hot today here as well. The heat index came up to, I think my wife has said she thought it was going to be about 110. Oh God. I don't know what I don't know what it bloody said it was, but in the van, temperature gauge itself just went up to, I think it said 102 at one stage. Ooh. I don't know if I really believe the one in the van. It goes up and down some days. It was the same with the other one, with the old Dodge van, which I still have. But anyway, I think maybe just clean the sensor on it or something. But anyway, either way, it was bloody hot. That's all I can say. It was bloody hot. And this little rotund little English British bloke was not impressed with the heat. But anyway, you have to do what you've got to do, right? Well, so I came out the Mint and sat there, got in the van and that, finally pulled that down a bit more, and this offer came in, and it was for spin pizza, catering order. Woof. Paying $23 and some change. And I think it worked out to be about 10 miles or something, 10 11 miles. Sod it, yes, we'll go do that. Had to go a ways to get there, well, not too far really. And then get it to the customer. The only thing is like, got over to spin pizza, and I was surprised how I thought they would have been a bit busier, but anyway, maybe just that time of night. I mean, I got in there, oh crikey, I don't know what time I got in there, but anyway, got in there, a girl came out, or woman came out to help, and I showed her who I was there for, and she went off for a run around, couldn't find the order, came up and just determined that they didn't have it. And so she ended up writing down the order, and they just made it. And she said to me, did I want a drink while I was waiting? I went, no, that's kind of you. I said, no, but I'll go use the restroom and then just sit down here for 20 minutes or whatever it was going to be. I mean, it was paying well. And I texted the customer to let them know what was going on and that. Another Doordash driver had come in just as I was, after that woman had written down what my order was. So it was all fine. Actually, I'm quite impressed with how they handled it all at Spin Pizza, because they wrote down all of mine, which was quite a sizable order, and I think there was like 7 or 8 pizzas that I had to put together, and then there was some stuff for the kids and a couple of drinks and that for the kids as well. So it was a pretty sizable order that I had to pick up. But anyhow, they got that done, and off I jolly well went. Got it in the catering bag. It just about fitted, just about. Put the drinks in the cooler insulated thing that I got, and bag that I got for those, for the drinks, and off I went. And it was just to leave at the door, so got up to the customer's house, put it on their doorstep. Very nice house. I wish I had wanted to do some deliveries, as pickups and deliveries, but today was so bloody hot, and with the amount that I had to pick up on that order too, I just decided against it for today. The next few days or so it's going to get cooler and cooler, thankfully, so maybe I'll be a little frustrated and feeling like a roasted pig, flipping running around, that I'll be able to do some of that. But anyway, yeah, went off and delivered that order, there was only like a couple of steps to go up to put it there, so that was handy. And put the food on there, took the picture, and off I went. Customer came out, I was parked on his driveway, and he came out and waved and thumbs up and that. And so yeah, went off and done that. Can't remember what came in after that one. Was that the Pizza Hut order? I know there was a Pizza Hut offer that came in, and I took that, and that was quite a big one too. I think there was like 5 pizzas with that, and then some I don't know, something breadsticks or whatever. I don't know what it was in the end, but anyway, somehow or other I squeezed it all in a bag. I was quite surprised. They weren't like real great big pizzas, maybe like the medium size or something. But anyway, waited a couple of minutes at that Pizza Hut too, and it weren't going that far, so it was paying pretty well too. But anyway, went off and delivered that one. Pulled up on their driveway. Was it that one there? Pulled up on that driveway, and my wife said to me, "There's a cat." I went, "There is?" She says, "Yeah, it's under this truck next to me." And I went, "Oh, okay. I'll see it on the way up." Anyhow, I left the van next to it and that, and went up the steps, and the lady came out and helped take the pizzas up, so that helped. In the meantime, her dog is flipping, woofing and barking and whatever. Only a little dog, but anyway, I said, "You scared the cat." Anyhow, so as I walked down, I was going to see the cat, but the cat had been had got up in disgust and looked at me. Black cat he was, or she was. And yeah, didn't want to come over and say hello. Typical. Anyway, so I got out of that one, and there was a delivery from the Mint. I actually had a catering order from the Mint, so I went off and picked that one up, and that one, I had to wait just a few minutes for that one, and picked that one up, took that over to Independence, which is like about a 12-mile hike, 12 miles away, I think it turned out to be in the end. Well, that covered me for some of it for getting there, so. But anyway, to the restaurant I meant, so I'm not even sure it was that far, to be fair. I don't even think it was that far. I mean, Google Map, Doordash maps have been sometimes off a bit. I don't think it was that many at all, actually. But anyway, went off and delivered that. Very nice neighbourhood, and that one turned out to be, I think, about just under $20 on that one, so that was good. There was another one on the way, but I declined it because in that area, but it was taking me somewhere further north and I didn't want to go that way, so decided not to do that one. I just wanted to head back to our own zone, and I didn't want to get swept up and keep going north and ended up in who knows where. So anyhow, went back to our own area, and where else I picked up from somewhere else. Bloody, I didn't do that bloody many. Anyhow, but I didn't do many deliveries at all. But what I did do seemed to be paying pretty well. One, I forgot to take the picture of what the payment was, it seems. But I'll find out and put that all in with today's stuff. But I got an offer to go to the Mint again, and I walked, as I pulled up there, I went, oh, there's people vipping right at the doorway here. I could see it. I got out, went in there, stood in this line, and the Mint, it was absolutely packed. All the seats were ripping, filled up. There was people waiting to get in there to dine, and there was drivers in there just waiting for the food, and there was like, it's not a very big place. Honestly, it's not a very big place. And the drivers were, and whoever were waiting for their food, possibly private people picking up, they were all gathered in the middle of the restaurant where, you know, and staff are trying to get in and out and around them, and it was like, nope. And someone came in from behind me, and I went, no, I'm not playing this game. They're obviously well packed, and for the Mint, it's for that to happen, it was crazy. I mean, they're very, very efficient there, very efficient, and but there was just nowhere for people to gather to be. They just had to stay in the middle of the restaurant. So I dropped the order. I unassigned the order, and I went up the other end of the car park and waited there for a bit, and another couple of offers came in for the Mint again, and I just declined them. Hated to do it though, but I mean, you can't. They're not going to be done anytime soon. So anyway, I went off to check out a restaurant, Jack in the Box. One of my followers on there, Carrie Collins, she mentioned in the notes, in the comments, saying that Jack in the Box is closed. Really? I mean, I try not to go there. I definitely don't go there as a private party, that's for sure. But I don't go there. I don't like to go there because it's always such a bloody pain. Always. Anyway, so I drove down there because it was just across the road from the Mint anyway, thereabouts. And so I drove up around there. The lights are on, and the drive-through lights are on. But there was no one in there. Definitely no one in there. And not all the lights were on inside the building either. There was a car waiting at the entrance as I came in to leave. But that was the only car in the car park. Well, until they left, and then it was just us. But, so I don't know what's happened at the Jack in the Box there. Maybe they just couldn't get anyone to work for the night. Don't know. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy. And then while I was over there, an offer came in. I got out the other end of there, and an offer came in for the Mint again. It was paying, I think, $14 or $14.50. Just going like 9 miles. Again, I doubt it was that many. But anyway, well, it might be. Anyway, I said, okay, I'll take it and I'll try. Anyway, went over there. The bottleneck had been cleared. And I walked in there, and the husband was in there. And I said to him, good grief. I said, you were so busy. I came in there and I said, I had to undersign the order. It was just so packed in there. He said, yeah. He says, is everywhere else this busy? No, I said, for the most part, I've seen your orders come up on the screen. And I said I had to decline several of them because you were so busy in there. But I took this other one because I was just heading back this way anyway. And anyway, he cleared it all. He says, I don't know what. He said it just went crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, there was other places that were busy. I mean, you got 54th Street for crying out loud. I drove past there. Oh, gosh. Nuts. Usual, not crazy. But for me to see the Mint like that, absolutely bonkers it was in here. Absolutely bonkers. And they had extra staff in there too, but you know, they've got a small kitchen. They're from what I can see from what you can figure out from how big the building is, etc. But they got one shop front, and then they got the other shop front next door, which is where I used to go, or everybody used to go, and through the COVID and after COVID, before they reopened the restaurant, and you go in there and get the food to take away from there. But now I see that they're actually filling up the tables in there a bit more. And those tables were filled tonight. They were definitely filled. The staff in there worked really hard tonight. Really hard. And, wow. I don't know what happened, but absolutely bonkers. But they did it. Did it really well, but they're a very hard-working family. It's a family-owned restaurant. Absolutely brilliant people, lovely people. But and the food's all good too. Definitely really good, and really reasonable too. I mean, that dinner that we had was what, $11 thereabouts. I mean, there was a lot of food on there. My flipping, it was nice to taste vegetables. definitely nice to taste veggies for a change. I really appreciated that, because I don't know what it is with other restaurants, but they either don't have lots of vegetables, or they absolutely cook them, boil them till the taste flipping comes out. I don't know, but some of them, I don't know. But no, it was just crazy, absolute craziness. I guess maybe it was a payday or something, but just the world weren't flipping wild in Lee's Summit and beyond. We saw other restaurants that were pretty busy too as we were driving by, but a couple of offers came in for Don Chewy's. Not a chance in hell. No way in hell am I going to go to Don Chewy's. Not in the Lee Summit one. I've spent several times when I've gone there. Not many, enough to know that just not to go there again. Because it's never gone well. Never gone well. Nice people in there. Very hard working again, I'm sure. But it's not very efficient, to say the least. I don't say that I work efficiently either, but I'm waiting on someone else to get the food done so I can get it to the customer, and then everybody's happy. But at that point, the money has been paid, and it's with the restaurant or Doordash. One of them's hanging on to it, and either way, the customer's done their part. They're waiting for us to do. We're waiting for the restaurant to do their part so we can get it and get it to them. But it's a pain in the bottom at times. Definitely a pain in the bottom. But no, it was good. I gave up early. Actually, gave up just before 10. I could have gone on a bit more. I know there's supposed to be like a storm coming in. I thought it was supposed to be coming in earlier than what it was, and we saw lightning in the distance. But no, it was apparently that's coming after midnight. Hey, that was why it started early, because I wanted to get a bunch of orders done, and before the storm came in. And I could have worked longer, but it was just that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and I got to be up for this family thing in the morning, Saturday morning, which will take us near to our delivery area, so I'll be able to go straight into work thereafter, possibly. We'll see how it all goes and get it all dealt with. But no, it was definitely a bonkers night. Definitely completely bonkers. Is that going to be the same for the weekend? I don't know. I mean, Doordash ripping dominated it for the most part. I didn't do anything for the other apps. I had the other two apps on, and they were coming in, but they weren't all that brilliant. Uber Eats was not that brilliant. And something came in for Doordash, and I took that. And I think one thing came in for Grubhub, but I didn't get to see it because there was something else going on. It must have been yet another Doordash order I'd gone off to get. I had been on the phone to a friend of mine prior to, was that before I went into the Mint? No, it was after. And it was, I could hear the bloody thing buzzing in my ears saying that there was offers coming in. But no, for the most part, Friday was completely bonkers. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Anyhow, when I got home tonight, I switched on YouTube and I saw that there was a live show going on for Gigwise. That was interesting. I never heard him talk before, so didn't see him on the screen. He had just an icon on it, and I'm curious to see. There's this thing that I've been watching. These other couple of content creators, Dashing Grandpa and Gigwise, use something called StreamYard. I guess I'm going to be looking that up once I get indoors. But anyway, I think that's it, really. I think that'll have to do it. I'm really starting to get really tired now. But, so this will be a shortish one. And I would have had everything up on the screen, probably not in order. But anyway, it would have done with whatever I'd done today. One of the orders I did, the last one I did, I can't remember. I think it was it was right. It was the last one from the mint that I did. Went out and delivered that. It would have been nice if I could have got something to bring me back to town from there, but I didn't. Anyway, and there was these two corgis that were leaping around the other side of the door. So I've got a picture of one of them. The other one was camera shy, I suppose. But anyway, got one of their pictures. Anyway, alright, so hopefully everyone had a great day, a great Friday, and hopefully you all have a wonderful weekend, and you'll make enough money to warrant being out in this wonderful weather that we're experiencing. But it does look like it's going to be a tad cooler, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. I'll take that. And I need to get rid of all of this, which has accumulated yet again, and that'll help cool me down too. I guess I might have to go down to the barber shop up next week and get it go take it off. So anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll be back on there at some stage. Alright, cheers, ta-da. I forgot. I did forget. Also with this today, I did pick up this afternoon rather, an offer came in for proxy pics, and I took that. And it's for taking pictures of the a local Jeep dealership, one of them. And looks like there's going to be a series of those coming along, and so I'll be able to do a few of those. But yeah, I've got this one booked, and it's nighttime picture. I think it's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. excuse me, till 1 a.m. is when they want the pictures. Now, I think it gave me like 11 hours or something or other to do that one. That's what it stipulated. And I looked at that and I went, well, I'll take the job, but I sent them a message thereafter saying, look, we've got into a storm due into us tonight, and it's due about that time, and can we extend the hours on it? I said, just give me the weekend or whatever. So, because this wave ripping, I can Doordash. And then if there's something going down to the area where this garage is, this car dealership is, I know exactly where it is. Because I used to work at Jeep. That was my previous employment for before I'd done door dashing, etc. But the dealership that I worked at, I wasn't so impressed with the ways that they dealt with people. So anyhow, done enough there. and they've since changed. So come to think of it, I might actually be going back to the dealership that actually owns it now, because they still sell the Jeeps and such, but it's although one of the managers is still there, he says that it's completely flipping different garage now. So I did speak to him about that, and I might go back and doing it, maybe just part-time or something. Car sales is what I did. I learned a heck of a lot. If you're someone who doesn't like car salespeople, some people I don't. Some car salespeople really are greedy bastards, for the want of several words. Don't care about the flipping people they're selling to. They just want that commission. Fair enough, you know, you like to flipping get a commission, but they just don't give a flying shite about who they're dealing with. I think, yes, you need to be flipping making money for yourself for sure, but you also need to look out for your customer too. You've got to look out for the garage, I understand that. But, I mean, I've been in the car industry since I left school. I've bought and sold so many bloody vehicles of my own. So many. But these, some of the car salespeople are absolute, just rancid. They're horrible people. Some of them are absolute horrible flipping individuals. And you've got to you just don't deal with people that way. Anyway, so I didn't like all of that. So that, and I had a health issue, my wife's health issues, and that it was just all getting on top of me, and I ended up just getting out of there and done Doordashing. Anyhow, so may well be going back, just part-time, because I did learn an awful lot. You have to learn a lot to be able to sell cars, and at least to learn a lot about the product. And there's a bloody hell, there's a lot to learn, because the place that I worked at was, they covered Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge and Ram truck. So you have to learn everything about each of those flipping brands of car vehicles. Way too much to learn, way too much, but I did. Anyway, and you have to pass all these bloody tests to do it too. Lots of courses, lots of tests, so much. Anyway, so anyway, I know where this other Jeep dealer is, so I'm going to go off and do those. There's going to be a whole bunch more coming in, and I know there's a series of these Jeep dealers, etc. in the area, so no doubt I'll try to pick up those and take the pictures of those as around. And it's just basically go on the property and take pictures of the building, pictures of the signage, etc., service department and around. Now, on these things with proxy pics, it just in case like someone stops your security, etc. I know the dealership where I worked at, we had several vehicles that were stolen, and we had security and such that were there that are highly flipping visible this time around. Now, they were there before, but when I went up to go see the new dealership a couple of weeks ago, well, not more than a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? Because I've been in the hospital for a while. But anyway, when I went up to go see that dealership, how it's changed, etc., the security were highly visible that time of night, which is good. It really is good that they're there. But I don't know how I would go take pictures of that one, because I remember that they had a pretty darn scary security system, so I don't know how that one would work. So that would be something for me to find out if I get the opportunity to go take the pictures in the middle of the night for that. I'd probably just go talk to people there in it, because the building actually closes at 7 o'clock, which is good, unusual for a car sharing. Anyway, that doesn't mean that if someone walks in there at 6:30 at night, that we end up dealing with them and we're there till sod knows what time at night. I know when I was at Volkswagen, we closed at, I think it was 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock one night we were closed. It was supposed to be 6 or 7, maybe 7. And we were there till like about 11:30 one night trying to put a deal together for someone. That was probably one of the worst flipping ones that I ever did at that dealership, and I really loved that dealership. That was really a great dealership, and I loved the product too. Do love the Volkswagens. Anyway, going off the topic, proxy pics. So yeah, there's two. If you're on the property at night, in the proxy app, there's a thing that's got an authorization letter on there. Make sure that you open that up. It actually comes out as a page, a web page, so it'll take it out of the app, so you can still have the app open. And so if someone questions you being there, you can just show them, well, this is who I am. This is, I'm a freelancer or whatever, field agent for proxy pics, and I'm here to take pictures, etc. And this is the authorization letter, and you can still have the app open and be able just to continue on with what you're doing. But I mean, you know in yourself that it's okay for you to be there, and I read it briefly where it says, you know, that you are authorized to be there that time of night taking pictures of everything. But I do wonder how it's going to be for, certainly with the dealerships, with their various alarm systems and that. I know that the one, like I said, the one that I'd gone to, apparently if you walk up to the building late at night, because for me, like when I go to buy a car, I don't want the salespeople there, because everybody knows they don't want to flipping go onto the forecourt and get leapt on by the salespeople. So you go later at night or later in the evening when they're closed or something. But because they'd had so many flipping cars flipping stolen, they had it that as you got a certain distance from the building, it would start flipping screaming at you and flipping asking you why you're there, etc. So that's going to be interesting. Whoops. I might have to ring the manager of the dealership before I go there, actually, or shoot him a text. I do know the manager of that dealership. Anyway, all right, so Proxy Pics got that's another app for you to take on. It just it's a fill-in app for you to do. If you've got car dealerships or whatever, the app within your delivery zone, then, you know, if you're delivering out that area, then that certain part of the area of your delivery zone, then go off and take these ripping pictures whilst you're there, and get them done and earn a few flipping extra dollars while you're there. And then once you've done those, all of those goes up to the Proxy Pics flipping system. You get copies of those pictures too that goes to your phone. I've noticed that. And then you can answer the questions, whatever the questions are. I don't think there's too many actually on this one. And go back to doing Doordash or whatever else you're doing, Uber Eats, etc. And just use it as a fill-in. So you need to watch out for those. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'm definitely going to be gone now. Cheers. Ta-da.